Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. First of all, if you'd like to support the channel, my PayPal will be in the description, so thank you very much. I'm back with part 3 of What If Naruto Was Born in the Heart of a Dying Sun. Remember to get this one too. 100 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, don't forget to go ahead and check out the brand new episodes over on the other channels. Yes, I indeed have 3 more channels which I post What If on every single day for you guys to enjoy. The links will be down in the description, so go ahead and obliterate that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And don't forget to go ahead and turn on the bell notification to see when I post, because I do post a hell of a lot. So without further ado or wasting any more time, let's begin this now guys. So the last part that we left off, Naruto had returned to where Gato was situated within the land of Wave. Gato gave him specific orders to go ahead and annihilate the bridge builder, but leave the Konoha Shinobi because he doesn't want Konoha on him. As Naruto made his way, as Gato stopped him, he told him to take care of Zabuza first, along with Haku, as they had served their purpose and they failed, and he doesn't really like to give second chances. Naruto made his way there. He did not talk much. Haku did not possess the capability to stop Naruto, strength, speed, nothing. As for Zabuza, he was still weakened. Afterwards, Naruto made his way, tracking by the heat sensor. He arrived towards the location. His presence was overwhelming. Immediately, the group stepped outside, demanding to know who exactly he is. That is when Mito saw him, remembering him quite well. Naruto came here to fight, to kill the bridge builder, but her words got him to think back to what Jiraiya had said, which started to bother him. Naruto had the power to attack, but instead he stopped himself. Their words affected him as he flew off. But when he got back, Gato was pissed off that he failed. Thus he punished Naruto. Despite being so much stronger, when Gato whacked him with a cane, Naruto lost his strength. He was placed in the darkness, the only place that could weaken Naruto, hidden underground in a cellar for the entire time, until he was finally brought back outside. The moment the sun, the moment the light, you could see that his power returned. Gato warned him not to fail him again, otherwise he was going to die. So they got to the bridge, as the others made their way. However, the family was taken. Tazuna was ready to hand himself over. As Naruto was standing there, Mito shouted and pleaded with him. Her words, along with what Jiraiya had said, was getting to Naruto's mind, twisting and messing with his thoughts, as he found himself questioning everything. They told him that he was stronger, far stronger than Gato. He just need to stand up. He just need to fight back. As Naruto found himself hesitating, Gato brought out a medallion. It was in Naruto's psyche, his training. Whenever he saw this, he should lose his power. We find Naruto in the depths of his mind, a representation of what was going on. Gato was the darkness that was dragging him down. However, Naruto saw the sun. It was Mito and Jiraiya, their words illuminating the sky. Naruto found himself reaching for that, and reaching and reaching and reaching and reaching. Finally, he tapped deep into his power more than ever before. His mind was snapped into focus. When Naruto woke, they were shocked. With a single breath, a heat, Naruto annihilated every single thug on the bridge, saving the family. As for Gato, Naruto took his cane and whacked him until he was red. Gato pleaded and begged, but Naruto did not stop. He went off like a supernova, incinerating Gato from his life, breaking the last chain that Gato had over him. As he relinquished himself of it once and for all, breaking away, Naruto finally felt free. Mito rushed up to him, hugging him. He was just so lost, and she felt connected to him. She saved him. Naruto felt different. This was the first time he was feeling any sort of affection. As she hugged him, it was abnormal, it was strange, something he never truly felt before, and it surprised him to every single sense of the word. However, he had to do something. He was the one that helped Gato create his empire, and now he was gonna destroy it. She told him to visit her sometime. Naruto promised that he would. She made a friend, sure that she would see him once again as Naruto took off, going to destroy what he created. So yeah guys, basically as we left off, you guys can switch across the place, check it out for yourself. So yeah, let's begin this brand new episode. Kushina sat and listened. It's been a couple of weeks since her daughter has returned from the land of Wave, but she couldn't stop talking about this mysterious stranger. His name was Naruto. That was all he had given her. She got most of it from her husband, what had transpired there on the bridge. And they had had a serious conversation. Kakashi, speaking about the young boy, he was lost, having nothing and no one to truly guide him except for a monster. But his power, it wasn't flames. Kakashi had a hard time describing it. It was beyond flames, but the sensation that he gave off was truly something, terrifyingly so. Yes, he was powerful. He did promise Mito that he would visit her, but he had to destroy the empire that he created. Kushina was wary about this individual. It was motherly concern for her daughter, as she saw how intrigued she was about this individual, if that was even the right word, as she doesn't even know it yet. Then again, Mito has always had a big heart, so maybe it was her, saving someone, reaching someone, aiding them in their moment of weakness. Maybe that is a part of the reason. But Kushina simply sat back and listened, allowing her daughter to talk, seeing how happy she was. Well, not everyone was so happy. Sasuke Uchiha seemed to be rather tired of hearing about Naruto once again. Sakura seemed very grateful that he was there, saving the mother and child. And he wasn't a bad person, just misunderstood. That is how Sakura had saw it. But Sasuke, on the other hand, seemed to be having some problems with that, judging by that look on his face. Well, that was his whole thing that he was currently dealing with. While they were back there at the village, Naruto was making true on his promise. As weeks stretched into months, in the time span of 1 month, Naruto single-handedly eviscerated over 30% of the crime through the elemental nation. 30% was an extremely large number in terms of the overall population, because for him it was easy, due to the connection that Gato possessed, as Gato had managed to dominate over 40%, and that was some time ago. Naruto was able to find and bring the connections to him. You see, many did not know that Gato was dead just yet. Thus Naruto used that, calling a meeting, and once he did, well, everyone was gathered. There were a lot of people, the scum of this world, the people that, well, made money off of others' suffering, with their bodyguards and so much more soldiers. They were all gathered, 6 of them seated at the chair, each of them holding a high percentage in this world, connecting with Gato through his business. When the door opened up, they all knew who Naruto was. Something that terrified them. He was Gato's secret weapon. Naruto proceeded to close the door behind him. One of them questioned to him on Gato's location, but Naruto did not answer. On the outside, as guards remained out there, they too were too slow. It just happened. It was like the sun had exploded. An eruption of energy burned through the solid steel walls, reducing everything to ashes. The explosion swallowed everyone outside. The lucky few, well, unlucky few that weren't completely crushed or eviscerated, had to face Naruto as he stepped out, completely untouched, not even his clothing burned. Naruto's hands glow with the plasma. He slammed them together as several miniature orbs appear around him. He fired them out. They tried to run, they tried to escape, but there was no escaping for them as he erased them, one after another, cleansing the world of what he helped created, wiping away the virus and darkness that he helped to grow over time. But that wasn't the only thing. People start to whisper his name. They start to make their own representation of what they saw. They called him the Sun God. There were rumors that he rode in on a living sun. Naruto saved over 53 villages. Majority of these he helped to take over, but now, as Naruto burned the last remnants of the enemies within the village, Naruto stood in front of the mirror. I know you have no reason to accept my apology because I helped started this, but I am truly sorry, said Naruto. With that, he made his way, leaving. His name started to spread far and wide. Despite not even taking notice of it, Naruto was becoming an icon, saving people, moving. He was eliminating violence and corruption. What some of them did not know was, he helped start the majority of this. So he was simply cleaning up his mess. Naruto brought down entire groups that pretended to be something beautiful in the day, but at night they were monsters. One of his final connections down to the end led him to a rather surprising place. Naruto knew where Konoha was. He knew of all the great nations after all. Gato wanted him to know things so that he wouldn't be, well, a complete imbecile, as he said. However, back then Naruto wasn't paying attention that much. But now, his journey led him in towards the land of fire, where Naruto made his way. He received a message. This person believed that Naruto was still on their side, as news was just reaching the land of fire, due to how fast Naruto was eradicating everything, due to him not needing to sleep, especially as long as he walked within the sun. If he wanted to, he could rest at night, but Naruto really did not need to sleep. The energy inside of him kept on fueling him. The darkness made him a bit tired, but He didn't need to sleep, and his stamina could have him going for weeks upon weeks without a single moment of rest. Ever since he broke the mental chain that Gato had on him, Nuta felt at least 3 times stronger. However, a problem was about to arise, as Nuta had tricked the individual that he had another batch of transfer. This was a simple code for their misdealings. Nuta was surprised though, as the location led him towards the land of fire, away from the capital though. When Nuta saw the man, remembering him but not knowing his true identity, he had dark hair and dark eyes. He looked like his father, not that Nuta knew that. He looked at Nuta. He was cautious as he looked around. "Where are the supplies?" he said. "I got people waiting." Nuta noticed that there were several others outside, sensing their heat signature. "I'm not here to deliver anything." "What?" "The message said, I'm here to end it," said Nuta. The young man started to back away. Well, not exactly young, he was in his mid-30s. He started to slowly back away. Realizing that this was not what he expected, he ran, running for his life. The moment he went through the door, his guards and friends were all upon Naruto, trying to block his path. However, none of them were strong enough. None of them were fast enough. Naruto walked through them, dismantling them, crushing them, but more kept on coming. The supplies that he wanted was the drug trafficking and the human trafficking. That is why the things were here. The cases for the drugs and the caravan for the people. Naruto created a hammer from pure plasma and started to crush them, allowing the young man to believe that he got away. As the others came out at him, kunais and swords, Naruto vivisected them, showing no mercy, no empathy. They deserve it. They deserve what they were getting. All the things that he has taken a part of, all the things that have been done. The individual made his way, shouting in public as he ran straight within the capital area. As this turn here would have led to the other side, which would have led to some darker places, but instead, he ran until his bones were trembling. His body felt like it was about to shut down. He shouted and screamed, and the people instantly recognized him. His name was not like any normal name. They called him Isaac, sounding rather strange, but that was because of the lineage, the connection that he had. Isaac screamed and ran, falling over himself. That is when Naruto crash landed. "There is no escape," he said. The people stepped back in fear. "Don't! You have no idea who I am, who my father..." Naruto did not hesitate, splitting his skull with a blade made from plasma, ending his life. Naruto then picked up his corpse. Naruto's entire body flooded with energy as he incinerated him to nothingness, removing his stench from this earth. "I apologize for the sight," Naruto said. He would have gone to Konoha to pay Mito a visit, but it wasn't over yet, as he took off into the night sky, having absolutely no idea who he just killed. You see, Isaac wasn't any normal individual. Isaac was a son of the Daimo, his youngest. Yes, his youngest. The baby of the family. After all, the Daimyo was up there in age. Isaac was in charge of a rather lucrative movement throughout the land of fire, Perhaps call it rebellion from his father's wishes. He was in some dark shit. Very, very dark things. News spread like wildfire. As Naruto's popularity within the land of fire, his infamy grew. The Daimyo was pissed, angry, vengeful. He made a trip to Konoha, wanting the full might of the Hidden Leaf to aid him in taking care of this threat that had shaken up his family, that has left everyone devastated. The problem was the description that was given. Kakashi Hatake nodded to Minato. Minato did not say anything to the daimyo. Feel it best to keep his daughter out of it. He sat with Kushina, speaking to her. Mito and Team 7 did not know anything yet. It's best to tell her, so she know what is going on. Team 7, the rest of the members, should be there as well. As if it was coming to light, their name would be called into it, so they have to understand. When the news came down on them, Mito was in disbelief. As her parents finished, "No," she said. "What?" I said, "No. Something must be happening. He wouldn't do that." "Honey, you barely know him," Kushina said. "I know him enough," Mito said, "and this is not him." Naruto did say that he was going to stop everything that Gato created. What if the daimyo's Mito? Minato cut her off. She had to be very careful with what she says next, especially having no evidence. Her father was serious. However, she refused to listen to this nonsense. Rebelling, showing that she indeed had that Uzumaki temper. Sakura did not know what to think. Worried that Naruto might have gone down a dark path once again. After all, when they first met him, he wasn't exactly in control of his own actions. Sasuke was okay with this news. This meant that they would not see him within Konoha, that he would not get close to them, well, mostly Mito. He was okay with this news. He had no problem with it. Naruto had no idea that any of this was going on in the slightest. Not one bit. At the moment, please. The man begged. I can pay you, he said. Any amount. However, him and his followers dropped like fly. As Naruto left the location, he came across the Sannin once again. However, Jiraiya had been actively looking for him. "It's you. Let me guess. You have no idea what is going on," Jiraiya said. Moments later, both Naruto and Jiraiya sat at the shore. As they were close to the coastline, Jiraiya had been back to the village, learning about his meet with Team 7, learning that he broke those shackles that were on him. He has been following Naruto's quest, as Naruto has been erasing all of the darkness of this world. However, the one that he recently killed was not any normal person. Naruto looked towards him. Jiraiya's words did not affect Naruto though. That man, even if he is this so-called daimyo's son, he was in charge of one of the big operations. On numerous occasions, Gato assigned innocent people to him, drugs, for payment. I believe that he flooded these through the land of fire. He's a part of the corruption there. So, his own son, Jiraiya said. Having no reason to think Naruto was lying after all, Naruto was on his quest to eliminating all of the threats that he helped created. "This is a mess," Jiraiya said. Do you have any proof of this? I've destroyed most of the records. But there is one place that proof might be, said Naruto. Even if I find it, what does it change? We can clear your name. But wouldn't that negatively affect your own? Why would you go out of your way to help me when your village is in peril? Well, it's not exactly the village, but the land of fire. I've been back to Konoha and learned about what happened at the land of wave. You possess the power there to defeat and kill all of them. Kakashi was injured. There was no way that he could have stopped you if you wanted to. But instead, you changed your ways. And from the moment I met you, I saw that you weren't a bad person, just under some bad influence. Besides, it wasn't exactly the Daimyo but his son. This will clear your name and get rid of a lot of the corruption. In the end, that is all we want. Naruto got to his feet. Well then, I shall go and find the evidence. If you want to come, just don't slow me down. The Sani nodded as they made their way. Throughout their journey, Naruto questioned Jiraiya on a lot. Jiraiya was confused. Naruto knew everything that was needed to know. Politics, technology that was in the world and everything, but he was so mentally stunted. It was like dealing with someone that was super smart but at the same time so stupid in many different areas, if that was the right way to put it. He didn't understand nothing about the true world, just what the world was in black and white. But other than that, nothing. Emotions, love, all of them just conflict into feelings that he tried to understand. He says what was on his mind as he tried to learn and understand. And he did learn really fast. Jiraiya questioned his origins. However, Naruto did not know them. Something he wished to learn someday. The first memory he had was Gato and his teacher, the one that messed with his mind. Naruto had went and find them. It was more than one. He cooked them alive even as they begged for their life. So you have no idea where these powers of yours originated from. What are they exactly? It might seem like only one thing that I'm using in a special way, but it's more than one, said Naruto. Along with my physical attributes, I'm special. Have you ever come across someone that possessed power like mine? Jiraiya thought back, but he hasn't. I was wondering if my parents were out there somewhere, or some family. But I guess something happened while I was alone. Or perhaps Gato stole me. He never truly told me where I came from. He told me that my identity was a luxury to be given to me by him. And that was all I should care about. Now Jiraiya could see why Naruto was so messed up mentally. Gato really put him through a lot. Time skip. The search was on. But what no one expected was for the child to show up. Not alone though. He was with Jiraiya, a well-respected individual. Naruto held his hands up, surrounded by the daimyo guards. I'm here to turn myself in. Jiraiya was brought in as well. Not as a person under arrest, of course. As Naruto was dragged inside, chained and bound, is one request: to explain himself. One request can at least be granted. After all, they will decide his fate for what he did. An explanation was in order. When Naruto got there, he wasn't alone with the daimyo. Other members of the family was there as well. Naruto did not have it though, it was Jiraiya. Naruto's arms were bound. Chakra suppression seals were placed on him. He did not look bothered though, as he saw many, but not the public. The daimyo sat at the head of the table, the room covered by guards. However, Jiraiya being here was a huge plus. "Show them," said Naruto. The daimyo was confused until Jiraiya pulled it out, placing the files on the table. His son's name, all over them. Bank accounts, records. Money that came from accounts that the daimyo knew about. His son was reckless in some ways, perhaps rebelling against his father's orders. He was the youngest, he was spoiled. Doing these things right under his father's nose, getting that rush. He almost got caught. However, the daimyo pushed them away. The other brothers, angry. "You expect us to believe this? We should just sentence him to death," another one said. Naruto tilted his head. "I came here peacefully to explain myself. For you to see the monster that you raise, and why I had to kill him. Why I had to erase his stain from this earth." Naruto was interrupted once again. They were talking over him, the brothers angry. "Shut the hell up," said Naruto, tired of people always being over him. Naruto ripped his arms out of the shackle. The chakra suppression seals burned off his body and his arms, his legs, startling them, even Jiraiya. "I came here to be civil because I don't want to be your enemy. But if you think you can bound me and control me, that's not gonna happen," Naruto said, as Jiraiya gave him a look, trying to make Naruto remember what they discussed. Naruto calmed himself down. "I gave that information to Jiraiya of the Sanin over there because he was the first to find me, to bring me in. But I also have more. And as you can see, your son did some horrific things. I could spread this all over the land of fire. What will the people think of you, trying to cover your son's mistake by killing me?" That hit the daimyo hard, understanding the dilemma. "Get your people off my back. It's not that easy," the daimyo said. "You created this. Eliminate it," said Naruto. The brothers were angry, but they listened to what their father had to say. They wanted him dead still, despite what their brother had done. However, right now Naruto had them by the balls. The amount of information that he had his allies out there having, despite that being a complete lie to spread, was something that they could not mess with. Not in the slightest. So they found themselves letting him go. And the daimyo did what he did. Moving in, squashing this, creating all sorts of excuses, erasing Naruto's name from the public, erasing his identity. Word was sent back to Konoha, as they call it, off. Minato was surprised, having no idea how all of this was sorted out. Jiraiya would have liked to tell him in person. For the first time, Naruto visited Konoha. The place was beautiful, he had to say. As he walked with Jiraiya, people looking their way, but more so to Jiraiya, some not recognizing him, but majority of the ninjas did, due to what had just taken place. At first they thought Jiraiya was bringing in a criminal, but his hands were not bound, as news had yet to fully spread. Naruto was taken directly to the office. As he entered inside, gazing around, seeing Minato, seeing the photos of the past Hokages, it was the eyes. Jiraiya spoke to Minato, as Naruto remained silent, looking around, stepping towards the window, gazing over the village. Naruto then turned back towards the man. "Tell me," said Minato. He was serious. "Why have you come here?" "I made a friend not too long ago." "I don't have any friends, but I did made one. Not only did she help me, along with this man here, to overcome the shackles that has bound me from experiencing what life truly is. She accepted me, and she was the first person to do so. I can see it in your eyes, even if I wasn't told. You're her father," said Naruto. "I know you must distrust me or my actions, but I only did what I did to erase the past that I created, to make something better for the future. I would understand if you won't like my presence around your daughter," Naruto said, firm and clear, as Naruto understand that some people might be put off to his actions. "But I would like to see her once again, if that is her decision. Our last meeting will indeed be our last." Minato looked towards Naruto. They say the eyes could tell a lot. The eyes could see and tell a lot. And when you look at Naruto's eyes, all he saw was someone that was searching for something. Searching for some acceptance. Searching for a place to be. Time skip. Mito was still frustrated, refusing to believe that Naruto had did what they said. He wasn't like that anymore. She had no idea why this bothered her so greatly. Naruto was a friend, she told herself, but their connection was nothing short of spectacular. She helped him a lot, but there was just something about him that resonated with her deeply. She always wanted to prove herself, always wanted to prove that she can make up for the mistake that the Nine-Tail made, because it was a part of her. Despite it wasn't her fault, but she wanted to make up for it. He looked at her like she could do no wrong. He looked at her like she was a savior. Maybe that was a part of it as well. Why she cared for him so deeply? Only if she could just see him. Only if she could just talk to him. "Hey there." She blinked, turning in shock. She stepped towards him, reaching out and touching his face. What are you doing?" said Naruto. I'm checking if you're real," she said, touching his face. "Why would... Of course I'm real," said Naruto. She punched him in the shoulder. "What the hell are you doing here?" she said, unable to fully control her excitement. A lot has happened. She looked towards him. "They're saying some things. Don't worry. All of that has been sorted out. I shall tell you everything. For now, I just came here to see my friend," said Naruto. Mito smiled happily. At the office, Minato had Hiruzen, old crystal ball which he used to spy on people, as he was currently watching Naruto along with his daughter. As the both of them sat down and started to talk, he might not fully trust the young man yet, but he seemed to be an upstanding individual that just trying to find his way. As for Mito, she showed Naruto everywhere around the village, introducing him to a lot of people, the remaining members of Team 7 as well. She also introduced him to one of the greatest wonders of the world, ramen. Naruto does not eat that much, but this was simply divine. He could not remember the last time he felt this happy, the last time he felt this accepted. And it was because he was around someone that he called a friend, someone that cares about him. It made Naruto think a lot. wondering to himself, is there people like that out there for him? More than friends, blood, connection, family. Something that he's been searching for, but he didn't even know it. It made him question himself. Was a family out there for him? He wondered as he sat there, thinking. She saw the look in his eyes. Are you alright? I'm just wondering. About? You have so much people here that cares about you. Well, they can become your friends as well, she said. No, it's not that. I don't have any family. I met your mother. She's so nice. Your father is so caring. Your godfather is someone that helped me a lot, said Naruto. I've never truly been accepted or have a place to call my home. But something like this would be nice as well. But I can't stay. What? She said, sounding heartbroken. I have to go once again and find my family. But I'm not sure if they're out there, said Naruto. Gato never told me anything. But there are some ways I can use to try and find them. If they are out there or if they're even alive. I'm sorry that It's okay, she said. I know that it's hard for you. I was thinking that he would just stay here. But other than me, you're not really connected to anyone here, or really that much friends with anyone. But if you have family out there, things would be better. Naruto smiled. I'm glad that you're so accepting of this. Hell, she said. That's what friends are for. Standing with each other. Pushing them forward to do what is best for them. If there's no one out there, said Naruto, I would like to come back here. You would? Yes, as I said. This would be okay. You and, well, mostly you. I've never feel like this before. And I think it is because of you, said Naruto. I don't know how to properly describe it, but I think I love you, he said. Mito's face turned red. Naruto was not using the word love in the way that she thought, and she soon realized that. Jiraiya, when he questioned the Sannin about it, the man had told him the official way of love, not something romantic of a different sense. There was many love out there, but Naruto was using it in a wide way. The way he described the feelings that he felt for Mito. Which made her realize that affected her more than she thought as her cheeks turned red. It made her feel warm and happy. If things does work out, I will still come back to talk to you on a regular basis. I will never, ever abandon you, he said. As Naruto really hated the thought of that, abandoning someone and not being there for them, ever. Which made him think about his own situation. Mito smiled. I'll be here waiting, she said. But they weren't done yet, as they spent the rest of the day together. It ended with Naruto at their home. Kushina told him that he could stay the night, of course, as she cooked a large bowl of ramen. It was different from the Ichiraku ramen, but Naruto still loved it. As the family seemed like a family, it was strange. Despite Naruto not being connected to them, he meshed so well. Jiraiya was also there as well, so the family seemed bigger. Next morning, though, Naruto said his goodbyes, off to see if he had one of them. thanking each and every one of them. Minato told him that he could visit whenever he liked, not deeming Naruto as a threat in the slightest. But he also warned him to be careful out there. He's gained quite a reputation for himself. Most people don't really like those that are powerful, especially when they're young, knowing that they will grow to become a threat. But Naruto promised to be safe to all of them. As he headed off, this was a journey that not even Jiraiya could help him with. As he made his way into the unknown, unaware that he was going to get into a lot. So much. It was better off if he had stayed, but he doesn't know that yet. But guys, me and subscribe right here. If you want to see next part, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. But I'm off for now. Peace, guys.